Ramble.
Thank you to Pretty Litter and BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode. Kimbap is here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to
Kimbap is
TryPod.
here.
You got your 4 Try Boys, and also you got Kimmy B. Kimbap, of course.
Kimmy B. DJ Kimmy B.
Can we address the elephant in the room? Eugene? You brought one dog today. It's only Kimbap. How come?
Oh, is he your favorite?
What about Kimbap? Kimbap, what do you have to say about that?
Was it Daddy-Daughter Day at work?
No, Kimbap's not my favorite. It's just that he have to go to, needs a little extra attention because he's the youngest. So I wanted to give him a little field trip.
That's nice.
So here he is, my little baby. You enjoying yourself? This is him eating his treat.
He just peed on all of our backpacks. It was hilarious.
He did just pee
On
on
the backpack?
all of our backpacks.
Yeah, he kind of seemed to target the fabrics in the room. It's like the concrete floors could have easily been cleaned up. The backpacks actually weren't too bad. We had a little spray. Psh, 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 wipe it. Wipe.
So that was true marking.
All good.
Then. He wasn't, because if he pees, that's a geyser. But Mark, it's just a little squirt.
No, he was straight up marking.
He did some good, almost geyser-esque pees in many places.
Yeah.
I would say
It's
it
impressive
wasn't
bladder.
just a little poop. It was a decent It was multiple squirts by the
Anti-pee
the
technology
pattern.
is incredible.
We were holding him for the previous podcast. So
Yeah.
he was giving his revenge. He didn't like being
Yeah,
alone.
He
in
didn't
the
like
office.
being trapped.
I get it. When you guys put me in the corner, I pee all over.
Yeah. You've seen it in videos. Audience, you've seen it.
Oh, that's true.
Well,
Wait,
it's
isn't this the
another
last tripod of the year?
Yeah, it's December 30th, everybody.
Oh my gosh. Another year.
How did this year go? It fucking flew.
What?
It flew by.
You
It flew by. FLU.
flew. It flew by.
It's done.
I was
Topical.
very shocked at how fast every month would go by. And I will say though, even though we're still in a pandemic,
Yeah.
it felt like we were able to have more fun, do some more things, see more people that we didn't get to see.
Yeah, there was a moment in April where it seemed like it was over, and then it wasn't.
You know,
I'm going to tell you what, this was my favorite year of the pandemic.
it's my favorite.
Same, by
Yeah,
the
it was
way.
better than last year for
My
sure.
favorite.
Yeah.
I'll vouch for that.
I mean, the whole first half of the year was sort of like this expectation of, the vaccines are coming.
Almost.
It's my turn in line. Oh, March, April. Like it's kind of, you're like looking forward to this like potential end. And then it happened. And so that like January to March was just like nothing because you were just waiting for
Right,
April.
something better.
And then April happened, and that was probably the most like in the moment I
And
was.
April, May, June. It was like,
Oh,
guys, we did it.
Guys.
And then it was like,
Ugh, and then-
actually, nope's still around. In fact, it's changing and becoming tougher.
Yeah.
Space Jam 2 came out. We got to watch that.
Wow. that
Yeah,
was-
we had
all
some
went to see
good
that
times
for sure.
this year.
Bing Bong TikTok.
Yep. Bing bong.
Now we're caught up. I know
Yeah.
several weeks ago we didn't know what you were talking about.
Bing
But
bong
now we are
TikTok.
caught.
Well, we're going to live with COVID forever. But this podcast is going to be the funniest, most
Yeah, we're starting.
hectic, most delightful tripod in the history of all things heard.
Yeah, because
right.
Omicron might be good. You hear this? Did you see this? You hear about this?
Wow, this comes out. I guess we're shooting this a little bit in advance, so
Yeah, this is-
so it's hard to.
This is the last
We don't want to actually make any
tripod.
firm statements.
Yes.
because
I
who
said
knows?
might.
And
Yeah,
we
but
might,
you got there's like 3 weeks of data that the listeners have that we don't.
I'm gonna
But
believe how
here's,
long.
do you know why it might be good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
You
that,
do?
which is
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, because it did start in immunocompromised communities and it didn't kill any of them. So it means it's not as strong.
Which is nice.
That's good.
Yeah, if it's less strong and more contagious. Why
That's
are we
good.
talking about this?
So as I said,
But what if it's good?
As I
It's like
said,
at
it's
the end of the year, you reflect on what the year has been, and there's like a one overriding storyline.
See? I
What
want-
else are we supposed to talk
I want
about?
zero.
Remember Among
Space
Us?
Jam 2.
I think we have to change the perception and say, I like COVID.
Wait, Among Us? That wasn't this year.
Yeah, I mean, it
Was it this
continued
year?
into. It was beginning of last year. Among Us came out at the beginning of the pandemic, kinda. But there's a new update. Which, by the way, I've been saying.
Can I
think
make
we
an
should play.
admission?
What?
I had a dark period childhood where I would just play Among Us with
Strangers?
strangers
on your
online.
phone, right?
And I would like take breaks and be like, I'm gonna take about 5 minutes from work, and I'm just gonna play Among
That's
Us.
nice.
And then I become 30 minutes, and it's not fun to type because some of the kids type so fast.
Yeah, better with voice chat.
Yeah. Yeah, all you have to do is say red sus, and then they'll boot red off.
yeah.
It's that easy.
It was a dark moment in my
And
life.
then if they're not it, then they boot you off.
Red sus.
Red sus.
Red sus.
I want zero self-reflection.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Zero self-reflection.
This all sucked. So
Burn it
let's
to the
look
ground.
to the future and let's be funny.
Yeah.
Most reflections are of
said.
yourself.
Let's be fucking funny.
Yeah.
Miles,
Well, today, everybody, I've asked you to prepare some homework.
I wrote one down.
Certainly. You only wrote one?
Today we're reflecting.
Today, we're reflecting on the future with our lovely little New Year's resolutions. Every year, it's good to
didn't
sort
write
of.
any.
Well,
I was
I
gonna
asked you
just
to, but
pop off
you
the
know,
dome.
Keith's got one.
You said like maybe be thinking of some. You didn't say like
said
I want you to
think-
come up with 3 to 5 New
I
Year's
said a couple.
Yeah.
I said a
See
couple.
what he
Let's
said.
read the
Let's see
let's
what
read
he
the-
actually
Let's read
said.
back through the text. I said,
See what he said.
Let's all read it.
Let's
to
all
make
go
sure.
ahead and go
Also,
through
pretty
it.
sure I read it like on the toilet.
There you go. Well, hey, that's.
But for one of
fine.
them, I would prep a list of a few New Year's resolutions to present to the others.
He said I would.
That's
He said
true.
I would.
Interesting. Yeah.
And I read that and I say, well, I would.
Well, I wouldn't.
And then
'cause,
can you
yeah.
read the example that you gave, Miles? I'm curious if this is from real life experience.
Yeah, and I'm actually this is interesting. So my example was, I would say a few of your resolutions should be tiny minutia that solve problems in your life, like stop forgetting to screw the lid on the milk so it goes everywhere when I shake it.
So let's talk about that.
So let's talk about the milk now,
So first of all, why are you shaking your milk?
because it's whole milk and you got to let the cream be throughout.
Yeah, it does separate.
Oh, yeah.
Separates a
some
little bit.
brands of
The
whole
fat.
milk. Do you do? Wait, when are you for coffee? When are you drinking? When are you just
No, he
chugging
likes
whole
milk.
milk?
Bro, I'm fucking chugging
You're
whole
just
milk.
chugging whole milk.
I'll pour myself a piping cold glass of cold milk before I have a PB&J.
I mean, that sounds nice.
I'll-
and you got to go whole because
Yeah,
otherwise,
what am I doing
what
without
am I drinking
whole?
water here?
Skim, get
Come
out of my
on,
face.
1%, 2%.
Loser,
huh?
get out of here.
Slap it on my tongue.
Slack it on my tongue. Well, it's also like if I'm having oat milk,
Thick.
I'm having oat milk. Like there's only one kind of.
I wanna chew
Not only
it.
they make 2% oat milk.
I want
I wanna
milk
chew
so
it.
fat I have to chew it.
Wait, you're having whole oat milk?
No, I'm having whole regular milk. But I'm
Okay.
saying that like if you're having cow milk, I don't think there's. I think that 2% and skim milk are. I think there's no reason for it. Why?
2% is delicious.
Yeah, I mean the reason, Miles, is some
Yeah.
people when they're drinking a full glass of milk,
Yeah.
they maybe don't want to have like
Cream.
that amount of fat content.
Well, it's like when you have orange juice. Do you want 2%
yeah, but
orange
we're talking
juice?
like 8 to
Orange juice
12
doesn't
ounces
have
of
the
liquid
fat.
here.
Well, it should.
That's why you shake it so that the fat gets
If
throughout the
you're
orange
drinking
juice.
12 ounces of whole milk, that's a full.
I'm doing
It's
that.
a commitment
On the fucking reg,
Really?
I'm doing that. I'm doing
Wow.
that. I'll do a piping cold glass put to the brim, and I'll
That's
carry that to my desk
it's
with me when I'm
actually
working
kind
from
of
home.
inspirational.
I'll carry-
Why
I'll
not?
sip
Well,
it.
we need to get you whole milk for the office. Clearly, that's like
We need to have my own
That's like
gallon.
a perk that
Yeah.
you know.
Guess
you-
what?
What's up?
I can sort of see Eugene's nipples through his shirt.
Oh wow,
Ooh, wow.
Yeah,
Me
that's the
too.
point.
that's the
fun.
title of
Me
the
too.
episode.
I
that
can
could
Sort
be
of
a-
seen Eugene's nipples.
That could be a New Year's res.
Peeping Eugene's Nips 2022 predictions.
Oh, I like that. Eugene's making them hard. Eugene, question about whole milk. Are you sipping milk
or about nipples.
or nipples?
no,
They are related.
I don't prefer whole milk.
You prefer which type?
I guess oat milk now.
Oat.
Yeah, but if I'm having milk in a like a specialty drink, I would rather have like a creamy whole milk if it's there
Oh, for sure.
to make it tastier.
Follow-up
course,
question.
of course.
Do you consider nipples an accessory as part of an outfit?
No, the nipples are the eyes to the face.
Oh, I think nipples in the face.
Oh, interesting.
I would say I've never tried to highlight my nipples in any facet of life. In outfits, in lack of outfit, I've never tried to be nipple forward. Is this something that you're thinking of?
Not
Is
even you're just only wearing suspenders that cover the nipples.
If I could, I would.
No, I just think like
What's holding you
nipples are beautiful, and if your shirt happens to feature them, then whatever.
Is that the
Yeah.
next wave of fashion?
That's
It's always been in fashion.
that could be my New
Nipples
Year's
are cool.
resolution is
Not
to
always.
wear more nipple shirts.
Has the nipple been freed?
Have we done
not
it?
not for everyone.
I don't think so.
Breaking news!
Breaking, the
Nipples-
nipple has just been freed.
The nipple's been free for men in general.
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's been freed for everyone.
It should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you talking about? Whole milk?
Nipples.
We're talking
whole
about
milk is
resolution.
nipples. So
the
far.
shaking milk. So yeah, I will.
Is that why you started talking about my nipples?
Yeah. And
No, I was just looking at your nipples.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to find a different topic.
Probably subliminally though, because nipples and milk are so intertwined in
true.
culture.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Can you believe that fast food fact about the McDonald's arches representing mothers' breasts?
I don't think that's out. Oh yeah, they did see it. No, it is out.
That
think the
was
arches are
Do you know this?
insane. So
Do you know this?
it's trivia.
No.
Do you know this?
The nipples?
Here's a question, open-ended. Eugene, what do you think that the arches of the McDonald's logo represent?
Apparently, my mother's breasts.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're
Weird.
right. You're
I mean,
right.
tits rule.
I mean, yes.
Thanks.
It's
Well, I
just
don't know when you
surprising
phrase it
for
that
it
way.
to be
Thank you. That's
the
my
ground
platform.
of a corporate logo.
That's true.
Yeah.
I thought it'd stand for the M.
You know me. You know I love my boys. I got my Alfred. I got my Grandpa Barry. But let me tell you, I have never smelled worse poop than from Grandpa Barry. But luckily, we have Pretty Litter. Pretty Litter is kitty litter reinvented. Unlike traditional litter, Pretty Litter's super light crystals trap odor and release moisture, resulting in dry, low-maintenance litter that doesn't smell. And Pretty Litter arrives safely at my door in a small, lightweight bag that lasts up to a month. And now that I get my litter bags auto-shipped, I don't have to deal with last-minute trips to the store. It's a health indicator. Pretty Litter monitors my cat's health by changing colors when it detects potential underlying issues. You won't find that kind of innovation in conventional litter. I mean, that's pretty dope. So get the world's smartest litter without leaving your home by visiting prettylitter.com and use promo code TRYGUYS for 20% off your first order. That's prettylitter.com. Promo code TRYGUYS for 20% off. prettylitter.com, promo code TRYGUYS. We love it. You'll love it. Get pretty. Get Pretty Litter.
Is that a true fact?
So it was not that they themselves said that. It's that somebody who studies brands and logos said this has come
I thought
to...
it was the designer,
I thought it was the designer.
Was it the designer? I thought it was a guy who was like a...
but he worked at
assessor
like
of
an
designs.
agency.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It wasn't like some TikToker being like, "These are boobs."
That's where I get all my facts.
I know. I hate that.
Turns out-
I want to duet some of the people who were just like, "So actually, this comes from," and it's just like, "I'm actually a fucking rocket scientist," and it's not. Like, I just hate the people that are wrong all the time.
You can lie easily.
You can just lie on
It's
TikTok,
fun.
and people get views.
Some people lie. Okay, I've got...
Yeah.
I just got so
You
many
can think of
feelings
some?
there,
I
and I
know,
just don't
yeah,
even
yeah.
want to go there.
No,
So
wow.
just don't even go. Don't have me go there. It's not gonna be fun.
All right.
I hate that fact.
Okay,
I hate
here's
that
the
you brought
one-
that
Isn't that
up.
weird?
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
feel like all the
One user.
20th
Cool fact.
century, anything designed by a guy, he's just going to come out later and be like, well,
Well,
little did you know, it was boobs.
boobies.
All
Did you-
along, it was
Blech.
boobs.
Well, actually, did you know this? That the Arby's logo is not a gallon hat. It's a dick.
It's a
Oh
dick.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that because they have the meat.
Yeah,
That's
they got
right.
the meat.
We got the meats.
Those commercials, that brass line, fuck. Ooh,
It goes hard.
it hit.
Can we talk? I don't think we get enough. You, Miles, do you not know what we're talking about?
No.
The Arby's brass line goes so hard.
It was
Really?
good.
But
yeah.
can you bring it up?
Yeah, I
I
can bring it up.
don't really have a mental picture.
We have the meats.
It doesn't make me want to eat there anymore. But what
Got
is the
me
most
pumped
iconic
up.
commercial from your childhood? Just like, are there any commercials that you know
Fast food specifically?
by heart? No. Anything.
Mr. Bucket, put the balls in my mouth, Mr. Bucket, and I'll spit them right out, Mr. Bucket.
End of the commercial.
I mean, it's probably like the Budweiser frogs.
Anyway.
For me.
Holy shit! That
One
goes-
more
wait,
time.
wait,
One more time.
I
One more
gotta
time.
put my-
Oh, I just spilled tea all
I
over
want to make a
my crotch.
remix of this.
Like I'm in a sea of tea in my crotch.
Wow.
There has to be a fucking dubstep drop.
Wow.
That's that.
That was hard. It
There's this one commercial.
was like the whole milk of
drops.
it's thick.
There was this one air conditioning commercial for Sears.
We all know it.
Okay, let's see if we can do it. Yes, all together. Okay, the first line is, "It's gonna be hot like yesterday. Yesterday you said you'd call Sears. You'll call today." Or no, I'm sorry.
I'll call today.
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again
Yeah.
from the top. From the top. Do you know what I'm
top?
talking about?
Another scorcher.
This played every year for 8 years of my life, every
Another
single
scorcher.
summer. Okay, so it opens on a couple. It's hot out.
Yeah.
And they go, ugh, it's going to be hot tomorrow, like yesterday. Yesterday you said you'd call Sears. I'll call today. You'll call now.
I'll call now.
I'll call now.
Another
and then,
scorcher.
then they do like the whole spiel, and then at the end they go, what's the forecast for tomorrow? another scorcher. And then she looks at me and goes, cool.
That's a horrible commercial.
No.
Miles,
It's good.
I'm so sorry, but fuck you. I'm so sorry to say
that was
this.
supposed to be good.
That's
It
not
is-
just good. It's the best commercial ever made.
It's probably the pinnacle of commercial.
It is the most effective commercial by just...
They
I
look
mean,
so hot.
It's like poetry.
Oh, I can... Yeah,
Wait,
fuck,
can you
I got
put it
the,
on the giant screen that we
forgot- I
have
got the
in
first
here?
line wrong.
Specifically for this purpose?
So
Not
I bet
live
you this
another
was
day.
an East Coast commercial, but it made it down to
I
Tennessee.
saw it in Tennessee. This is a national.
Wait, this
we like
was
to call
this
it.
was for Sears?
We
This
call it a
played-
national.
This played more than I've seen this piece of media more than any media in my life. When you talk about what is the
Wow.
most formative
Cannot live
media,
another day without air conditioning.
Says tomorrow's gonna be hotter,
Hotter?
like yesterday.
look at that Dutch
Yesterday.
angle.
Yesterday you said you'd call Sears.
So many Dutch
You
angles.
call now.
I'll call now.
They're so hot in their
Yeah, this was not an East Coast thing. I saw this in Texas.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
Also, we
national.
need air conditioning more.
Plan. Call now for a free in-home estimate on a
All right, I'm gonna skip all.
We
this
would
bullshit.
you like recite this from memory
Yeah.
every time it came on.
first. So call now and save with Sears.
The 60-second one, too.
So what's the paper say about tomorrow?
Another scorcher.
Cool.
Whoa.
And by the way,
Wow.
you may be watching, I don't know if we've put this, okay, you may be watching this commercial and be like, that looks like it was shot on a camcorder in 1974.
Yeah.
And this, like, the technology of every other commercial far beyond what that was. Like, this commercial, even at the time, you were like, huh, that looks different than everything else.
I don't know. There were a lot of commercials around that time for that stuff that had the like, you know, what was the classic one where they talk about like community colleges and then they list all of the different majors you could have.
Oh, right.
But it was more of like a crafts person college. So it's like
Technical college.
VCR repair, computer
Yeah.
programming, something. You could like list off
That's a
every single
classic.
thing and it scrolled through the screen. What was that for? It was like old school Phoenix University or something.
Yeah, it was just a technical college.
A technical college.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
That
but
one
it
was
like-
always on air, and that also had that same camera quality.
You know what got me lit?
Yeah,
It was the compilation Alp CDs, and then they played Enya's Orinoco Flow.
Oh yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
I
Sail
loved
away, sail away.
all these
sail
compilations.
away.
There are many songs that I don't know, but I know the hook.
Yeah, from those.
It's from that. And it's just from the yellow text scrolling up my screen. I get to hear a little snippet.
Did y'all have the mattress guy who yells, "We want to save you money" at the end, and he throws money? Or was that local to Texas?
Sounds local.
Sounds good.
You wanna
Local
save you
commercials
money?
are a treat.
Yeah, he basically was like a mattress king, and then at the end of every commercial, he threw a huge pile of money and screamed, "We want to save you money!"
This is Chicago
Regular
guys like
old
Eagle
Mr.
Man.
Beast.
Wow.
Mr. What?
Eagle Man.
What does he sell? Eagles?
I want to say cars or furniture. He's an Eagle Man.
That's fun.
Is that where your man in a bird suit was based off of?
No,
No.
because I didn't grow up in Chicago,
Oh.
but I have later would see the Eagle Man commercial. And I was like, what's going on with this?
See, that's something kids might not experience as much these days with
Commercials.
streaming is commercials and also like local
Local.
business commercials.
Yeah.
Shitty
which were
commercials.
Regional
Yeah.
commercials.
shitty regional commercials.
Because on YouTube, it's just all national.
Do they still have jingles on radio for local
Oh, yeah,
stuff?
they do.
What's
Still
the one in
listen.
LA is keys on Van Nuys.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good one. And then Cars for Kids, of course.
Cars for Kids.
Yeah,
In
that
Dixie Marketplace. It's local to Jacksonville.
Please for the rest of your life.
And I'll say that TV commercials are still bad. Like I feel like streaming commercials are like every commercial has to be funny now, and it's like, oh, cool, nice brand. And
Thanks,
but
Old Spice.
Yeah, thanks Old Spice. But I feel like TV commercials are still bad. They're still weird and like
so many
corporate-y.
Sasquatch commercials for a while there.
Yeah, what
Right?
was that about?
And not even just one brand.
Yeah.
Like Jack Links was doing it. I feel like Geico did it at some
Geico
point.
Can never get away from
Well,
Geico.
They
I
made a
watched-
show.
I watched
Caveman Show.
Caveman.
yeah.
Really? That was
They weren't Sasquatches though.
Starring Nick Kroll.
Oh, Nick Kroll and a couple other cool people.
I got to see the unaired pilot that they then totally reshot in the original pilot's super funny.
Yeah, funny show. Great comedians that are in that show.
I was watching a video about, I believe it was a MatPat video about the history of absurd advertising because the berries and cream TikTok trend
Right.
is from a 2000 Skittle commercial.
Kids don't know. We were dancing to berries and cream back in the day.
But it was like starting around the millennium, all of the advertisers decided that like what is attracting young people is absurdity. So every commercial, including Geico and all of those ads, was like leaning into things that you would just be like, huh? We did not like direct advertising. It wasn't like buy this candy. It was just a plot where nothing makes sense.
I imagine Geico was a real turning point because they brought comedy into their brand.
Yeah.
But then Old Spice was like the Tim and Erica-fication of all commercials. Because now
Old Spice
everything
is a great example. Yeah.
absurd. Like, it's just weird.
But I think it's moving away from that now.
Yeah.
And I think the
there's a
internet has
whole,
something to do with it because people just directly tell you to buy something now.
There's a brand of TikTok advertisements where they'll try and disguise it as real content and then trick you into watching it. It's like, getting the first second of like, oh, this is just an ordinary person, like looks like editorial end user TikTok content.
Yeah.
And then there's a twist.
There's a twist.
I believe they said it was the Snickers commercial that was one of the things that first set it off with Betty White during the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, when she was.
Where it's like, you're hungry, have a Snickers.
When you're hungry.
Yeah.
Betty White.
Oh, you guys, I'm doing a TikTok ad. I'm very nervous about it.
Whoa.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Hey, fun.
Well,
What
it's
is it
like,
for?
It's like a
TikTok or for apples?
No, it's just an ad for a brand that will be on TikTok with paid media for apples. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I mean, I don't know if I really want to like walk through the whole thing. I just want to talk about my feelings as to like, I'm a little nervous that I'm going to be in a
Macintosh,
TikTok
not so
like
great.
promoted
Granny Smith?
post.
So wait, is it living on your page or on the brand's page?
It'll. I mean, I'll do some native posts for me, right? But then the brand will do a brand posted sponsored content that'll be in people's feeds as like promoted. So on the one,
What's
if
the
it,
brand?
I don't want to say.
We can bleep it. I just want to know for context.
So
Rainie, bleep it.
So it's a a lot of legal reviews, like a very technical, like made sure all of the stuff was correct. Cool brand. I mean, they have a ad campaign.
Bleep them as well.
Yeah. That's a good point. We're gonna believe them too.
You know, sometimes things get in the way of ourselves and our happiness, and it's hard to navigate those things. Well, one thing that can help you out is BetterHelp. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can connect in a safe and private online environment, and you can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not self-help, it's professional counseling done securely online. You send a message to your counselor anytime, and you're gonna get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, all without ever having to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches. There's a broad range of expertise available, and it's more affordable than traditional counseling. Anything you share is confidential. And so many people have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. I want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you're going to get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/TryPod. So join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TryPod.
So wait, did this come through? Because I just discovered that there's a TikTok tab where brands can reach out to you directly in TikTok, and I've missed.
Oh, for real?
I've missed dozens,
No
dozens
way.
of offers.
I don't know where that is. No, this is
I
just
probably haven't missed that many.
it came
but I'll
through
look.
my.
They're not. A lot of them are like, nah, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that.
Right.
But like,
No, it just came through my.
okay, that's better.
Email
That's
at-
sun lamp.
I also
email
have not
address.
been checking those. I should.
But I'm like,
surprised nobody's reached out to try to have me hawk their ladle yet. You know, I'm doing
Sure, the big spoon
ladle
content.
Spoon content's doing
I just
well,
feel
too.
like
It
the
does well.
promoted content gets annoying so quickly.
It does.
I try to make it as good as possible, but I'm so nervous.
There's only so much you can do.
Yeah, it's also funny when it's like a big. I mean, I don't know what your company will be like, but it'll be like a big brand, and it'll be like some TikTok sound, and it's like, oh wow, this is really weird, sort of almost dystopic.
Look at this. Denny's Canada wanted to do it.
Dude,
I would have loved that.
they reached out to you.
Would've been
They
awesome.
better have fucking reached out to
Wait,
me.
where is
I
this
know.
tab?
Have you done Denny's yet? EDM Denny's?
Cameo.
I've never done Denny's, no.
That's good.
A lot of big food companies are actually afraid of me. because
Yeah, well, because you trashed some of their stuff.
and I probably trashed their like companies that they own. They're owned by the same parent
You're
company.
tough but fair.
I'm honest. That's how I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to let everybody know. Okay, while you guys search for things in your TikTok, I do have a New Year's resolution.
Yeah, I want to hear New Year's resolutions, everybody.
And this is one that I wrote down right before I started watching the Ghostbusters movie with Becky. And Becky saw me write it down and she was like, what was that? And I just laughed because I didn't want to explain it because it was confusing. One of my resolutions for next year and beyond is to take more pictures with funny statues.
Love that.
Like when you go to like cute towns and for whatever reason they have weird funny statues around the town. Like I was near a Benjamin Franklin on a bench statue the other day and I didn't take a picture.
Oh,
Why
like when
didn't
the
I?
bench has a statue built into it.
Why didn't
Love
I take
that.
a picture with him? He is a founding father.
Yeah.
He
Same right.
wrote funny stories.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I should have taken a picture.
You should have.
You really should have.
I have a sentimental one.
Ooh.
I do. Yeah, it's
about
really
statues
like kind of a no, it's something unrelated. It's kind of a tearjerker, but somebody said like I overheard this like there's a point in your life where your children are going to stop asking to play with you. And every time your child says, "Do you want to play?" it could be the last time.
Whoa.
And I was like,
that's true.
So, you know, my New
Except
Year's
for when they're
resolution,
like 5, it's probably not the last time. Well, like once you get to like 8,
who knows?
could be it.
The point is to, you know,
And
sometimes
cherish.
you think that you're doing something that's more important, like, oh, I'm whatever, blah, 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 finishing work, or I'm in the middle of making coffee. But and so my New Year's resolution is like to, you know, like stop and just like maybe like be okay with like playing whatever, monster trucks for 5 minutes and then go back to whatever I was doing.
Embrace the play.
Yeah, embrace the play.
Now, can I ask, when's the last time you took a photo of your children next to a funny statue?
That's a good question. Keith?
Touche.
Because I just look, Keith clearly is an old weathered man, withered, withering away from the weather.
And I got to take cute pictures.
And he
of
has
statues.
regrets.
Yeah.
Your children could live a life without regrets. You could start that now.
Yeah,
I took a photo of Wes next to a giant Lego man, and he's trying to talk to the giant Lego man. Nice. That's the last one I remember.
That's a good one.
Was that a Lego Land?
No, it was actually a Lego exhibit at a museum. I don't know. It was like Lego art, basically.
SponCon.
Spontan?
SponCon? Sponsored content?
You guys want to go to the Academy Award Museum?
I don't think it was that. No.
I would want to go to the Studio Ghibli exhibit. Really fucking
You want
bad.
to go? You want to go on a date, Miles?
I would love that. I want to see it so bad. Everyone
What's
says it's
Studio
cool.
Ghibli?
It's like Hayao Miyazaki movies, Spirited Away, Castle in the Sky, Princess Mononoke. Yeah, Eugene. I know it's crazy.
I had a look of
that I didn't know what Studio
because of the
Ghibli
disgust
was.
that was coming.
I'm
Let's say.
sorry, Eugene.
You ever never seen
I don't know everything.
Perhaps the best
Never saw
animation
Spirited
studio
Away?
in the world.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my
Great movie.
god!
Oh, it's
I know.
so
Howl's Moving Castle?
my childhood. Is,
That's my resolution is
Totoro?
showing Ned
Princess
Miyazaki
Mononoke.
films. This is perfect for your kids too.
I know. I've heard about them.
yeah.
I've heard about
Totoro. Your kids would love Totoro.
I've heard I need to have a Totoro
There's
night,
cat
and it's
bus.
you know I'm gonna do it.
wasting your time with Clifford?
I've only
Let's do it.
Well, that was on the short list that night. I don't know, Clifford. Anyways, but I've only like just found out about Totoro in like the last month, talking to my new like dad friends at the preschool.
Totoro's great.
What do you think? I did a whole soap dedicated to Totoro in our soap making video.
And
I just thought I was saying a weird word.
and I didn't understand it.
You did it, Totoro?
I
What's
did.
an
I had a
anime?
beautiful Totoro soap.
And I didn't take the time to look up what it meant.
Guys, should we cut this part out?
No,
Because
Look,
But Ned is looking for G-rated stuff for his kids that are delightful. That would also delight adults.
Yeah.
So I could
would
help
all come
introduce
over.
you to Miyazaki.
great, done.
Yeah.
That was
Done.
first of all, they're all on HBO Max, free sponsor right
Also,
there.
I feel like your sense of humor, you would actually like some that deep cut that other people don't quite like. Like Porco Rosso, you would love.
He would love, but Ned is sort of
He
a
would. He's a Porco Rosso guy. Yeah.
That is actually a really good
It's
point.
a pig who flies like a World War II fighter plane.
I've never seen that one, but I love that.
Sounds funny.
Will and I went to Little Tokyo, and we went and I bought a little Totoro figurine in one of the shops. A lot of cosplayers over there. There's like one little square in Little Tokyo.
I know it's cool down there.
It is cool. I didn't know that existed here.
It's like a little mall, but it feels like you can get lost in it.
Yeah,
Little outdoor mall.
there was like teenagers in cosplay making TikToks, and I was just like, wow, this did not exist at fucking all when I was growing up. These kids would have been beaten up. Yeah, but it was very cool. I was like, this is rad because I like that stuff so much in middle school. I wasn't empowered to cosplay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's your resolution this year. You're going to
I'm gonna
cosplay
cosplay.
for every episode of the TryPod in 2022.
Oh, wow.
Miles is going to have a different cosplay.
I was
That'd be
starting to
rad.
think I've seen you in that hoodie a lot, and if you were an action figure, that might be one of the outfits I'd put you in.
Yeah, that's a good point. I need new clothes. That's actually one of my resolutions is to make my fashion. I feel like
Make your fashion.
make my fashion. Period.
What, do you know? Okay. Do you have a sense if you like what's your archetype? Who are you? What is your mold?
Wow. Where do I begin? Timothy Chalamet.
Okay.
I
see
actually
the
don't
hair.
know, to be totally honest. I feel like I don't have a cultural icon.
I'm not getting a lot of Timothy Chalamet from
No,
your
I need to
current
update
outfit.
it. This is
This
all
is
my old
your
clothes.
dream vision.
And I need a haircut.
We could be one of us could be your icon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
one,
should
one
probably
of
be.
us.
It should probably be
One
me,
of
though.
us.
I feel like we have similar body types, but I also feel like I want to be, and this isn't an offense. I think
Where
that
the
you have
people
a
are.
great sense of fashion.
Better than you.
But I want to risk it all. I think a little bit.
Every day.
Not every day. But I think I want to be like, wow, Miles, I can't believe he wore that.
His nips are out.
That's crazy. And I feel like I haven't ever done that.
Define risk it, because I'm risking it all the time, but I wouldn't say positively.
Well, I'd say like Eugene successfully is like, that would be risky on someone else, but it fucking works.
Do you want to show some nip?
I want to show little nips. I want to,
All right,
just
Miles,
like Eugene.
change shirts.
Yeah, that's a cool shirt. But anyway, Eugene, where should I start? Zara?
I could take you shopping.
I would cry. That would
It'll
be
be fun.
such a delight.
You have an advantage because you are a tall, lanky man.
Yeah.
So you actually don't have to go as crazy as you think. I think you can just start playing with different silhouettes.
I'm really scared about wearing like a white t-shirt because I feel like I'm going to get sauce on it.
You're a saucy man.
Yeah,
Don't wear white to your Italian dinners then.
that's a good point.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
So I'm moving into oversized clothes on my little body. Why don't you move into undersized?
Keith and I
Miles in
have
a
the
nice
same-
crop.
We have this problem as well, but I have sort of a medium-sized body, but a large length. So if I wear a medium t-shirt, sometimes it's like, oh yeah, that fits his chest decently, but the sleeves are tiny, make me look a child.
Oh, it's a baseball shirt.
Yeah,
That's not supposed to be.
It's not supposed to be. Yeah, exactly. So
Show some belly.
No, not
Very nice.
interesting.
Right
I
now,
think
was
he
that a
meant in
command?
general.
We'll
I
play
think
this in
it
court.
was, yeah.
show some belly.
I-
He screamed at me.
I am entering a new style phase. You guys are going to start seeing some cool new things. I've been like, you know what? I would like to have nicer clothes because this is a real resolution. There's clothes in my closet that I don't like, and I'll also wear clothes that I'm like, oh, that's a shitty piece of clothes. Today's not an important piece of day. I should wear that today. I should have no shitty clothes that I don't like. Every day is a day to dress fun and like what you're wearing. But I'll be like, oh, I want to make this cool outfit is for Friday. Because I only got like 2 cool outfits.
Nah.
I need like 10 cool outfits and no lame
We need
outfits.
like a cool like sweatsuit, like sweatshirt, sweatpants, like kind of. Oh, and so then you just say this is a casual day
I hate
where I
sweat.
still
get
look
too hot.
okay, sure. But the point is like you could still look cool
So-
while being basically wearing pajamas to work.
I'm trying to assemble real outfits that kind of remind you of a sweater, like a sweatsuit. So I'm doing a lot of color blocking. A lot of stuff I just bought is like all beautiful dark shades of green. Even the belt is green.
Love the dark green.
It's funny that
Everything's
you
green.
you bring this up because I wasn't going to start here, but one of my resolutions, actually all of mine are aesthetic based. All of my resolutions.
I want to look nicer.
No, the opposite. I've been really moving into a slobbish phase.
You have.
But I've decided I want to be exclusively comfortable all the time.
Wow.
Because my life is too painful. And
Power
it's too
move.
painful to not be. So I'm wearing sweatpants. It's the first time I've worn sweatpants to work in a long time. But I also
wow.
wear pants that are like, sweatpants? Question mark?
This is my first time where I'm actually looking at your pants. I thought they were jeans this whole time.
There you go. I'm wearing Crocs,
noticed.
sweatpants, loose shirts. I want everything loose.
Adam Sandler style.
Yeah, I'm going to move into long basketball shorts next. That's next year.
Really good.
But no, that was something like a lot of my shirts were like a little tight, but I liked them. And I'm like, you know what? No, I got to purge those motherfuckers. So I used to wear small shirts. You guys know. I've moved into mediums, very exciting for me. But now I just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm buying larges.
Whoa.
They're comfy.
I buy larges.
I'm buying larges now.
Whoa.
Eugene,
Comfy.
do you have any fashion goals, or you feel like you've sort of maxed out on that level in the RPG?
No. There's always fashion is ever evolving.
Oh, I see.
I'm trying to accommodate my thicker ass right now.
You have a thicker ass? Have you been working on
The
it?
past 2 years it's been getting bigger.
That's awesome.
It's been working on him.
Pandemic
you know
weight gain.
BBL or?
No, not that big. No, I'm trying to embrace the roots. I have roots and a thicker trunk compared to my top. So I've been trying to find the right pants for it. Sometimes you go through phases where you're downplaying. Sometimes you highlight. That's the beauty of fashion. Pick things that you like and then play with it.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That's nice.
So how does one accentuate the tuck?
Well, I am wearing more form-fitting jeans right now, which is different than the high-waisted balloon pants I've been wearing past year. Those kind of reduce the butt. These highlight the butt. So my resolution is always just, have fun with your butt.
Have fun with your butt.
Have fun with your
I
butt.
did notice your butt earlier today.
Yeah, do you want to look at it right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, I think
Butt
everyone
reveal.
did.
Eugene's doing a butt reveal.
Spin. Give us a spin.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God.
Wow, that's
Spin.
Eugene, that's a
good
butt.
That's
We
nice.
call that
That's
a
nice.
donk.
I'm
That's
really
a badonk.
wow. This
Wow.
Keith's gonna be behind a paywall.
Keith could
I see
pop
it.
a quarter off of that. Yeah, I saw it the first time.
Have
Yeah,
you been
yeah.
doing a lot of squats?
No, that's good. That's nice.
He's been doing a lot of squats.
Like mostly just squats.
Well, no, he has a whole
squats and
he has a whole
and
system.
eating.
I've shown
lots
up.
of eating.
I've shown up at Eugene's house to have dinner, and he hasn't finished his workout. And he's just working out in the garage, and I'm like, I got some potatoes.
Are you just squeezing and clenching? That's how you get it bigger.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Oh.
No, I think it's honestly how much food you're eating too.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because when we were, the past 7 years, I did so much cardio and dancing and dance classes. And that really
Now you're
slims
doing
you
more.
out.
Yeah.
More a mass gain.
I think, a good resolution for
Muscle
everyone is just
gain.
embrace whatever your body is now.
Yeah.
Because it is
It
a
is a
sign of
good
just your life,
resolution.
right? And a lot of us in the pandemic, we put on some pounds, but I'm enjoying the pounds.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Pounds.
I like that. Anybody
Welcome
else?
to Pound Town.
I did an exercise that I felt like an Instagram model the other day. It was like this, where you're lying back.
And then you blow a pee on your mouth.
Yeah. And then you put like a barbell on your hips.
Oh, and you're
right?
kinda doing-
And then you do like this, bam, like you're thrusting
yeah.
upwards,
Yeah.
lifting the barbell
I've
with your
been doing
hips.
that
I was
one.
like, I am a Instagram model right now.
There was
do that with free weights. It's a good butt one. It really,
Yeah.
And I'll put like one of those elastic
Works your
bands
butt.
here, and you go out and then up. And boy, oh boy, your butt gets sore quick.
Whoa.
Let me just tell you that.
Whole posterior.
Just tell you that.
on TikTok, there's a trend where people are like, Chris Evans' body weight. And then they'll put that on a barbell and then they'll do the hip thruster. It's pretty great.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I got one more, but actually, I have a serious question. And if you guys don't have an answer for it, then we can move right the fuck along. But I've been reading about habits, and the best way to have a habit like working out is to have a really easy habit that unlocks the rest. So one of the examples, like this dancer was like, no, my habit that means I'm going to work out for that day is get in the taxi and tell them to bring me there. Another guy was like, when I get home from work, I either plop on the couch and watch 3 hours of The Office, or I put on my shorts. And once I put on my shorts, that means the habit has begun. So, and it could be like, I put on Eye of the Tiger. And once that's on, we're working out. So do you have...
Like a self-done Pavlovian
It's
trigger.
exactly what it is. And so I'm reading that book, Atomic Habits, that everyone fucking loves. And it's great. And so what he says is like, do something for 2 minutes. And so his advice is, if working out is your habit, work out for 2 minutes every day and then stop. And like find that thing, because then you're just going to build the routine. And then eventually you're like, all right, this is easy. I'm going to do it for 10. I'm going to do it for 20. I'm going to do it for... So whatever. So do you guys have a thing that unlocks time for my habit to begin? Because I've been trying to figure out what that is.
Yeah, I have basically an advice that go for miles.
I would love that.
Whoa.
So they have these pre-workout sort of like energy mixes that can be all natural. And
This is a drink.
Yeah, it's like a powder you can mix in,
yeah.
but it boosts your it basically boosts your heartbeat up immediately. Oh god. So
Yeah, it's like lots of caffeine.
yeah, so if you take it without working out afterwards, you'll just feel a little loopy. So if you drink it, every time I drink it, there's no backing out. I'm like, well, now I have to work. Otherwise, I'd have to go like sprint somewhere for 30 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. So it kind of tricks me into committing by taking the drink instead of coffee in the morning.
So Eugene's is legalized cocaine.
Yeah, they have some all natural versions I can recommend.
Stimulating soda. Okay.
That is great. I mean, that's
a good
exactly
one.
what I was
That's a
looking
good
for,
one.
right? It's
Yeah.
like- and that could be as simple as like, I'm going to pour myself a little apple juice as a treat.
Well,
And
it's
when
just
I
like the
drink
way
apple
that
juice, now it's time
many
to
people
go.
drink coffee
rush.
before they work. They're like, I'm drinking coffee and now I can work. So this
Yeah.
kind of works in a similar way. It just replaces the coffee.
I'm
That's
drinking
great.
pre-workout, now I can work out. Do you like calm down afterwards?
Yeah, because if you do like an hour-long workout, then you're good after 30 minutes.
I've never tried it.
I'll send you some.
Protein shake afterwards type
Right,
of
I do
boy.
that.
That's nice. That's a little treat.
And by the way, they
treat
say
for myself.
you want to pair your habit, so the thing you don't want to do with the thing that you want, right? So if I like oftentimes post-workout protein shakes have
Sure.
like a little bit of cereal, like a little sweetness. So it's like, ooh, this is a treat.
It's like a
Because when
milkshake.
You want to reward yourself.
Right.
And you know, oh, the thing I want is at the end of this thing I don't want to do.
I was, when I was working out more, I need to get back into it. But one of the ways I got myself into it is being like, okay, I'm going to go play Beat Saber for 15 minutes as my
Oh,
warm up.
some video
it's so
games.
fun. It's
Get
a
the
video,
heart rate
it's a
up.
cardio video game, basically. And then I will go do the shitty part of the workout after that. But I like playing VR. I like getting in that other universe. And that will help me start a workout. And then I will feel like once I've worked up any sweat at all in Beat Saber, I'll transfer that to doing something that is actually going to do more than Beat Saber will.
Eclectic answers. I'm glad I asked.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to practice my brass instruments more, and I found one of the ways that I personally get excited is by getting a new brass instrument, which is a little bit of a bigger. But when a new instrument comes in the mail, oh man, oh my gosh, get my hands on that. I'll be playing it for an hour every day for 2 weeks, and then it'll start to wane, and then it's time to buy another instrument.
What instruments are you learning in the next year?
Well, actually, that's a good question. I would like to get a sousaphone. Sousaphone is a marching band tuba. It's the kind that you wear. It's the one you think of a tuba on a marching band field, like the big one.
It's a real instrument?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's called a sousaphone. It was
Cool.
developed because John Philip Sousa wrote so many marches and had tuba parts.
it's not
and people
related to
couldn't carry
Dr.
that stupid
Seuss.
tuba. No, it's not. No. Dr.
Sousa.
Sousaphone.
No, I
Philip
get it
Sousa.
now. Yeah. As soon as you
It
said
does
Sousa,
sound like
I
a
got it.
Dr. Seuss, and it looks like a Dr. Seuss instrument.
It's
really.
with an extra curve.
It wraps
the
around
tuba?
your
It wraps
body.
around your body. So most brass instruments, all the tubing is here. This tubing goes around you, so you get kind of in the instrument.
Oh,
in a
I
way.
have seen that.
Inside the
I
instrument.
thought that was just a tuba.
And get this, my two loves are bridging, VR and music being the only two loves I have. Not true, but there is a game coming out that is VR and AR and teaches you how to play the piano in VR,
Wow.
and
That's
it
so
makes
cool.
your piano kind of like a Dance Dance Revolution or a like Keyboard Mania, where like
smart.
the things are floating down to the
Yeah.
keys and you push the actual keys. You actually learn.
That's awesome.
And it will slowly teach you, so you still put your fingers in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's not going to teach you how to read sheet music in that way, but I know how to read sheet music, so maybe I can sort of bridge those together because I would love to know how to play piano. It's something I cannot play. I think it's the most useful instrument to play. All you parents out there who are thinking about giving your kids piano lessons, do it.
Do it.
I think at least let them see if they like it.
I did it, and look how I turned out.
Yeah, not
went to
everybody.
Yale.
It doesn't stick
That's true. I
with
went to-
everybody, but it is.
And I do know how to read sheet music.
There you go.
See, and it's just such a good
Get a,
educational instrument.
get a theremin.
Bro,
Theremins are
of
cool.
course, I want a theremin.
They're so cool.
But it's hard to. I feel like I could figure it out.
So 2022. Guys, I think it's my turn.
For your resolution.
For your resolution?
No, it's my turn.
You just
in
said
life?
one. What? It's
Because-
your turn?
I've been sitting here watching,
Huh.
and all the fellas, including Miles,
Whoa.
have grown some fun, vibrant,
No.
goofy
no,
facial hair.
No,
Yes,
Zach, stop.
dude.
No,
And you know
no,
what?
no way.
I've been sitting here
No
patiently.
way.
Bro.
Go team.
No way.
Yes.
I think so. Because what else is left?
What's left?
Keith did the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would love to. Maybe I will. Because I don't. My facial hair is not going to be like your guys' facial hair.
Hey,
Only if you believe in yourself.
That's what you thought.
That's what I thought.
Pattern it after your father.
My dad has a goatee.
He's only had a goatee every time I've seen
Only
him.
ever had a goatee.
I think you got it.
He also, when I was younger, had a goatee, balding middle, and ponytail. So maybe I'll go all the way.
Wow.
You can start following
Maybe
your
I should do a
father's footsteps.
ponytail.
Yeah, let's start with the
Start with the goatee.
start with the facial. But I think that you would do really well with a beard.
Here's the problem is that's the only thing I think I can't do because I have this little circle right on my chin that doesn't grow. So maybe I'll do the reverse goatee where it's like
Mutton
the
chops?
the mutton chops down, up through the mustache.
Handlebar.
Let me see the circle. Where's the circle?
It's right there.
Oh, right there.
Well, Zach,
Oh.
just let it grow out after
could
this
just
podcast.
cover
Let it grow
around it.
over the new year, and then we'll
just
check in the
get-
new
Zach, I
year
have
to see how it's going.
I have some scars on my
You know, I've never noticed. I've never noticed.
Has it never grown there, Zach?
No, it always is sparse. And what happens? Okay, I've talked to you guys about this. It grows real lumpy there and like on my chin dots. And so there's like a point where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And then about 2 weeks in, it's like, okay, Zach, you should.
But you
get
got
rid
to
of that.
push through that phase.
Gotta push
Yeah,
through
you've
it.
never
push
gone
through
past
that
2 weeks
phase.
without shaving.
It's
Yeah.
just so.
You have the
unpleasant.
perfect opportunity now.
But we've never had a stretch of time where
Aren't you
I
going to
could
Mexico
not
for like 3
be
weeks?
on camera. I'm not sure how long. Yeah, maybe I'll just.
But also,
Just
you're
let
not
it-
really during the Christmas break. That's the perfect time to.
I'm gonna talk to production. We're gonna front load all of my responsibilities.
right.
So you can grow a beard.
Do you think I should start the year?
No, start right now because by the time you're back in the office,
that's what I mean. So
that's 3 weeks of growth.
2022 begins.
Start
right
Zach's
now.
got goofy
Yeah.
facial hair.
So I also had for a while. I like when I was younger, I would be able to grow facial hair decently well. But then right after college, I got like weird. There was like a circle that wouldn't grow on my face. And it was
Yeah.
very strange, and it would be bald. Like it was like a bald circle. And I went to the dermatologist after like 6 months of being anxious about it and being worried and being like, I can't grow. The guy just did. He was like, oh yeah, and it was like cortisol, something really simple, basic. Shot it into the area, totally fine. My beard's back.
Weird.
And I don't know what it was. It was just like the hair follicles were just like paused. And he was like, yeah,
They were
you just-
sleeping.
They were sleeping. And
Maybe
it was
I'll go to
totally
the
fine after
dermy.
that. So my advice to you is to do that. And I think that the beard would be a really nice opportunity for you.
That'd be fun.
Maybe I'd go back to being clean shaven. We did it once for the pole dancing video, and I looked like a lot younger.
You're different, man.
Yeah.
No, just curious, because who knows what's gonna happen. If I found that mustache was the move, would you care for another, or is that like your turf? Back off, bro.
No, mustache, the more the merrier. It's such
Can
a
we all
funny,
Keep
it's
that
such a
Movember
funny-
vibe going.
It's such a funny facial hair. I don't know how long it'll last. I thought I was going to get rid of it now because I thought we'd be doing a pickup for the Food Network, and then we aren't doing that pickup anymore. And now it's up to me.
That would be so funny if we
You could
all
do the
had
whole-
mustaches.
Guys,
Oh my God.
guys, you guys, can we have one video where we
Wow.
all have mustaches?
Oh my
Eugene?
Address it.
Try guys, get mustaches.
No.
for a week.
The video's like try guys.
That guy's Bollywood dancing.
Yeah, it's just an unrelated
Yeah,
video.
mustaches.
Try guys craft challenge, and we all got mustaches.
It'll
We
just
don't
make us
address
all
it.
look like Pixar dads.
I definitely.
They're the hottest
Keith
ones.
is looking like that.
I look like Pixar dads a lot. Look like a lot of Pixar dads.
Coraline's not Pixar.
I know,
like
but I look, someone sent me a picture of the dad in Inside Out.
Who's
Yeah.
hot.
And it looks like me now.
That's a compliment.
I know.
The mom also from Inside Out.
Thank you. I look like her too.
No,
Or
she's just hot.
I see.
Hot on the internet. This isn't like my kink. People talk about it.
You think
All right,
she's
well,
hot?
we only
Miles?
have a few minutes
Yeah.
left because we have to get to this live stream we're doing today. So I think we just have to jump to fucking advice.
Let's kick it.
Wait, let me
have to-
say one resolution. real
Please,
quick.
I wanna hear
wanna say
Eugene's
give you
resolution.
one. I think it's good to always triple check everything I say, and then think like, is it a fact or is it an opinion?
Oh, that's good.
So even like in this podcast, I don't really know when Porco Rosso set. I said World War II. I think it might be.
I think it is World War II.
1930s or 20s.
Yeah, it could be it.
So that maybe wasn't a fact.
Uh-oh.
So is my ass even thicker? Who knows? Maybe we might look at it and be like, wow, it looks flatter than I usually imagine it.
It's bigger.
Should we have the facial hair? Probably not. So I think that's like all.
definitely not.
So I think that's all like, you know, I'm always like looking back at everything you say every day, and I just want to like fact check myself every evening and be
Yeah.
like, what did
Would
I
be
really
nice.
think?
That's a good gut check.
Yeah, gut checking all
I
that.
don't even know what I'm saying half the time on these podcasts.
Making it up.
We should have a disclaimer on all of these.
They're not accurate. Yeah.
Not facts.
Not facts.
Except
Not even
sometimes.
opinions a lot of the time, just words.
Thoughts.
Yeah.
Just as
Thoughts. Undeveloped thoughts. Or at least underdeveloped.
I don't stand by half the things I've said on this forum.
Well, I do want to see you with a goatee.
Oh yeah. Should I surprise my dad with it?
Yes.
That'd be a great video.
Socks.
Socks.
Let's talk about.
That's in the app. That's a inside joke for the Afterpod listeners.
Yeah.
And I think another good resolution is just to try to be nicer to people. Overall.
Yeah.
Kindness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Posture is also
Always a
important.
good,
And just
good
posture.
resolution.
Actually,
course.
find a hobby. You know,
Hobbies are cool. Get more.
hobbies.
Yeah.
Hobbies. Get a hobby. It could be a
Yeah,
hobby you do by
hobbies are
yourself.
fun.
Hobby with a friend. Have a hobby.
Leave your phone in the other room. You're gonna be
I wouldn't go
amazed.
that far.
That's fun.
Actually, this is a real resolution of mine: is to try and relearn going to the bathroom without my phone.
Taking shits? What are you going to do?
Any.
Read?
Any. Sometimes I just when I pee, I check Twitter or I open Instagram, and then I accidentally open the camera and I go, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
Don't be immediately weirded out by children and babies.
That's a great one.
Guess what I did, Ned?
What?
I was at a wedding recently.
Yeah?
And look who played with the children for an hour.
You did.
And then the parents all came up to me afterwards and said, "You are so great with kids."
Right?
And I looked
That's all it takes.
I looked them dead in the eye and said, "Never say that in public to anyone."
It's a secret.
But they were also like,
like,
6-ish.
don't-
They were like 6 years old.
Yeah, that
so I
makes
was having
sense.
full-on conversations
Yeah.
and it was delightful.
You have a very
I'm waiting for your kids to get into
Playful
the conversation phase.
Yeah. I mean, Wes is sort of there.
Well, you know, Wes, last time I saw him, he was especially delightful because what did he keep screaming?
poop.
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 Yeah.
He's screaming the word
So-
poop.
Man, I was into
Screaming
that.
a lot.
That
He's
was
in a poop
cool.
phase.
Yeah, I
That's
like
funny.
that.
Poop face.
It's a great
Yeah.
phase. I never left it.
You're still screaming it.
We do start many podcasts with something
um,
about peas or poops.
Yeah.
Call people poopy butt.
That's
We
good.
started
Classic.
this podcast with talking about pee.
Well, that was
Yeah.
the last one.
It was
Yeah.
Kimbap's pee.
Oh, yeah, this pee.
Or actually, many types of pee.
Many types of pee. Well, if you have too many types of pee on your brain, maybe you need a little advice. Advice will go for Miles. Miles Bonsignore.
It's advice that'll go for miles. Tune it to your radio station. It's advice that'll go for miles. Everyone get ready, Miles Nation. Miles Nation, go. It's advice that'll go for miles. Advice that'll go for miles.
What's up, fuckers? Bye, 2021.
Bye.
Loser. Have you ever wanted it to be bigger?
Miles.
Get a new fridge.
Have you ever wanted it to be long, thick,
Miles.
fat?
You
We're
know
talking-
what you're doing.
We're talking about my ass
Talking
again.
fridges.
Good at
know what you're
fucking.
doing.
What do you think it is?
You know.
Wait,
You know what you're doing. Stop it.
have you ever wanted it to be called?
Sounds like a fridge to me so far.
Have you ever wanted to feel how it feels to be behind the wheel of a Dodge 2001 Charger?
2001?
It's a very old car.
It was a good year for the Charger.
I want you to get inside your freezer and make it big. Talking about big ice. Yeah.
Oh, like
Talking
whiskey ice?
Talking about big ass motherfucking ice.
Oh, decorative
Big
ice.
Okay, we're
Okay.
talking about a little silicone, and I'm not talking condoms, but it's making ice in a big way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarah got me an ice thing, rubber,
I know that one.
classic.
I have the
and
same
it's
one.
big old stones,
Big.
and it's really nice to have big ice. And I'll say that with whiskey, and I'll say that with iced coffees. I'll even say that with juice.
I don't know. I'm
Well,
kind
it's
of.
too big.
You know what we
could.
got in my backyard?
What's that?
Crushed ice machine.
That's really nice.
Oh, that's cute.
How
He's
crushed? Like
It's like the
Sonic
little
ice.
it's like the little pebbles.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were gonna say an ice tree.
Look at an ice tree.
No, that shit's like
No, it's like
major.
Sonic ice. He has like
Yeah.
Sonic ice 24/7.
Sonic,
Yeah.
that's really
That's
fun.
that's not legal.
It's not street legal.
I feel like I'm doing a naughty thing every time I
It's
use it.
naughty.
I find that ice is fun. Play around with it.
That is
Yeah.
interesting. The two best ices are either the biggest ice or the most slush
Most
crushed.
almost water.
Snow cone.
I think the grass is just always greener.
But you don't want that middle ice.
You don't want
Middle
that
ice
little
is just
Right.
pedestrian.
Normal
half moons.
Yeah. So standard.
Uh,
Well, because it makes you think of the gross ice machine that's in everyone's freezer and how little you clean it.
There's a TikTok
yeah.
guy who just cleans ice machines, and he's like, fucking, if you get sick from a restaurant, it's most likely not because of cross-contamination with the pork. It's probably because the fucking ice machine is so disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Oh my God.
Because ice machines have mold and they're fucking, it's water. It's
Wow.
damp.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear a tip?
You just solved a mystery in my life, by the way.
Yeah, there you go.
My brother-in-law Evan, he's a bartender. He has this technique to create ice that is so clear. It's like at the fancy stuff they get at a bar. Because you're saying, okay, get a big silicone thing, get yourself a giant ice cube, right? That's
need
cool,
this. You want it
but
to
it's
be
going to be
clear.
cloudy.
Yeah, I need this
right.
device.
So this, what you do is you get a mini cooler and you crack the lid open, and then you put that, fill it with water, and you put that in your freezer. And because it's like insulated and only directionally from the top is where the cold freezing air is coming, it will freeze it not all at once, like all around it. It'll freeze it directionally, like top to bottom. And that, doing it slowly like that, will push all the impurities to a layer in the bottom.
Shut up.
Really cool.
This is the best advice we've ever gotten.
But that was advice that'll
Go
go
for
to
Ned.
bed with Ned.
Advice to bed with Ned.
But you brought us there. So, hey, you know, you get an assist.
You drove us to bed.
I drove
You
to
did
bed.
drive us
so many miles.
That's cool.
Pretty cool, right?
That is cool.
Yeah, so then you could just chop off all the garbage and then you have perfect, like, clear
Oh, so he
ice.
chops it afterwards.
Or he puts it
yeah.
on a hot plate.
Maybe. You could do that.
Off
Yeah, you
the
melt
bottom.
it, and then you melt it with a hot knife.
And then you could probably buy one of those aftermarket, like, spherizer things.
Or
That'll
shavers.
Carve it and make it into a perfect sphere.
You guys want to do an ice carving video?
That's cool.
Yes.
That'd
And
be
then
cool.
a sand sculpture video. And then
Less interesting.
some other kind of medium that's big.
Chainsaw wood art.
I'm back on board.
See? Big art without instructions.
Yeah.
A special
like
3-part series.
Big art.
I know people do chainsaw pumpkins.
That would be awesome.
That's cool.
Sounds messy.
How could a pumpkin handle that?
No, the video where we go to the mall with Miles. Mall with Miles.
The mall with Miles.
That's my resolution. I want to make some really dumb titles this year.
That's fun.
I haven't think
Walk a mile in the mall with Miles.
We need dumber titles. I don't know how YouTube will respond to it, but I really want to title
Dumber.
things just dumb.
Let's
things.
test them.
All right, everyone give your dumbest video idea for
Let's weed out.
video
We know
title.
what mine
This year, we're going to weed out the fans, the fair weather fans. We're going to really test your patience.
All right, give us the dumbest 2022 video title you can think of. Go.
It's hard because that's all that I'm thinking about.
Say it
which is
again. Say
already
it louder for the
Miles's
people in the
idea.
back.
Can you catch the grease boy? It's time. 2022.
It might be time.
It's the year.
And that's you, Miles, right?
We should
You're
have
the
done
grease
it
boy?
when we
Grease boy.
did the pasta video.
Yeah.
I literally thought of it. I was
We
like,
were-
this is when we have
we
all the
were all
oil.
greased
We're
up.
so close.
I just have been wanting to title one of my like Keith and Chris food adventures as this is a video where Keith Habersberger and Chris Reinecker will travel to 5 different fast food restaurants and eat some
make
chicken
a
and let you
really
know which
long
one they like
title.
the most.
That's so funny.
Like just a description.
yeah. But let's hear your video.
Slowly becoming my dog.
That's the title.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
All lowercase.
I like that. Lowercase titles are doing well on our
All right.
second try channel.
What do you think about horny cakes?
Period.
I'd click.
Period.
I'd click.
All lowercase horny
And
cakes.
then just a question mark is the thumbnail. A white question mark on black.
red,
Like, my God, if I.
Oh, boy.
red question mark on white.
Ooh.
Really
Ray B
small.
test it.
Really small.
Really small.
I might make horny cakes.
You should.
That's the. You know what? The next season of Candy Competition is only going to have cryptic titles.
Horny cakes.
Mine will be, who peed on this? And the answer, of course,
Gimme.
was
Kimba.
Kimba. We're taking you out with us for the last tripod of this year. Say something to your fans. Heavily breathing into the mic.
I like it.
Imagine something cuter. All right. Well, what a wonderful time we've had.
Thanks for a great year, audience.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, we missed the
I got
yawn.
it. I got
Okay,
it.
he did
Got
just
it.
yawn.
I
was
heard it.
cute.
Squee.
Sounded squeaky.
Yeah, he has got a squeaky yawn.
We'll see you next year. Which is next week. We're not taking
next
any
week.
time,
No, no, no.
time
That's
off.
next year,
We're
though.
just rolling right
Next
into
week.
it.
Yeah, we got to roll through.
Ah, shit. How about that?
Machine.
Oh, Keith, can you do the tripod theme song in the style of an old commercial jingle?
Yeah.
Keith, here's with the official tripod theme song.
Do you have a problem and wanna listen? Call 333-256-7432 and talk to us about your problems, and we'll send you a brand new fridge. It's the TryPod.
Until next time, stay beautiful.
I think next year's gonna be another scorcher.
Cool.
Cool.